So we're just making this video as a tribute to Eddie Van Halen, the legend himself. We're not doing anything too crazy. We're not giving any hot takes. We just want to talk about some of his best moments, musically and otherwise. And as always, we like this to be kind of, a conversation, So obviously we're talking to you, but we want you guys to talk to us as well. So comment your favorite moments, your favorite Van Halen songs, really anything that you could think of about Eddie, just to keep the spirit alive. And we're going to get into it.
What's up, guys? It's Sight After Dark. We're here talking about the best undisputed Eddie Van Halen moments. So we wanted to do a video, really celebrating one of our guitar heroes. We were happy to shout him out on our Sightcast days before he died, which is crazy. So we wanted to talk about some just rare moments or well-known moments that, we're all privy to, and they're not necessarily music moments. So let's start talking about them.
All right, so I'm going to go first. My first moment from him, not a musical moment, that I really just love from this guy is, I don't remember how many times he did this or when it was exactly, but he was a stand-in in David Letterman's band a few times. So I've just been on YouTube, you know how you get on YouTube rabbit holes. You're probably on a YouTube rabbit hole right now if you're watching.
Thank you.
Yeah, so thanks. So I ended up watching just him stand in on David Letterman's band, and it's so casual because he just comes in and it's the whole rest of the band that's regularly there, but then he just steps in and just everything is so much better. And he's just not that they're bad normally, but it's just he's such a shot of energy. Mm-hmm, it's so obvious that it's really cool to see him just tear it up. So I'm gonna find those videos and I'll put links in the description so you can see what I'm talking about. But it was really cool just seeing him as just a chill guy, because he wasn't the show.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
He was just there and he's just hanging out. It wasn't oh, everybody look at me. He just was doing what he does.
That's dope.
So that was a really cool thing to see.
One of my Eddie Van Halen moments is finding out that originally he played the drums and that Alex played the guitar. And when they had decided that they wanted to be a band, that this is what they were going to do, they were playing those instruments, but they were sick and tired of coming to meet up for practice and seeing that whatever, let's say, whatever guitar Alex was trying to figure out, Eddie knew how to do it better. And whatever drum Eddie was trying to figure out, Alex always knew how to do it better. So it was out of frustration, they just traded, and then the rest is literally music history. So that's cool.
This next one is a little personal. One of my favorite moments from him was February 18th, 2008 at the St. Pete Times Forum. Because I saw these motherfuckers, and they had David Lee Roth. It was the reunion tour. And I was in 8th grade at the time, so I'd been playing guitar for a year or two. And I already listened to Van Halen, obviously. It's why my mom brought me to the show. But I remember being there and seeing him do what he does, and I was how is this possible? How is a person this good at guitar? Because at that point, I'm okay, so a pentatonic, that means 5? There's 5... 1, 2, and then I see him. He's just, and it all sounds good.
Yeah.
That's the thing that's so crazy about him is anyone can just pick something up and go wild.
Right.
But he's going wild, and it sounds fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Which is a hard line to walk. But he definitely walked it. So shout out to him. If by any chance you were there, February 18th, 2008, at the St. Pete Times Forum, leave us a comment. Or actually, if you saw them anywhere else, drop us, let us know when you saw them.
Yeah, I love those stories.
Yeah. If there's any cool story, I don't know, if you did coke in the parking lot and then you and then you went straight to the show. I don't know. If you have cool stories, you'll tell us. But that was one of mine.
Yeah. A cool moment that I learned about was if you liked any of these groups back in the days or whatever, then you knew that they were affiliated. But this is back when Eddie did the riff for We'll Play the whole guitar on Beat It. and he was in this rare guitar store that he always used to go to, and there were these young kids in line in front of him. So Beat It is playing on the stereo, and they're like, "Can you believe this guy?" They're listening to the guitarist, and they're like, "Can you believe this guy? He thinks he's up in Eddie Van Halen." Like they were like, "What?" And then Eddie Van Halen actually taps them, and is like, "It is me" on the record. So that must have been mind-blowing for the kids. And it must have been mind-blowing also kind of for Eddie to hear somebody be like, "Oh, who does this guy think he is? Eddie Van Halen?" Like, you know.
He's like, yeah, he does. 'Cause he is. That's funny.
Yeah.
This one might be a little controversial because I don't know how everyone feels about it. But this is kind of, how do I want to say this? So the moment that I'm saying is the song Jump, which I know is very commercial and a lot of people have a lot of mixed feelings about it. But the reason that I put it on is because everyone already knows that he's a guitar legend, right? Everybody already knows that. But that song showed that he musically was more than that as well. Like, not only did he write the keyboard riff, he played it, and you know, and he just brought it into a whole other realm, but it was still all because of him. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So, like, that song to me, also, I think it was, like, their biggest song. So, like, that song to me just shows kind of how transcendent he was in a way. That he wasn't just a great guitar player.
Right.
Like, he was a great songwriter, he was a great musician.
Yeah.
And he just had that spark, if you will, that really leads to great things. So I always really respect that song, even though a lot of people probably hate on it because it's not, like, heavy.
Yeah.
I always had a lot of respect for that.
Yeah. A moment, I was going to say a cool moment. It's not really cool, but like just a moment in Van Halen history, Eddie Van Halen history. Well, they actually got inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and Eddie and Alex did not show up. Mike, Anthony, and Sammy Hagar showed up, and they kind of look like deer in headlights in a way. They kind of like look like they almost didn't belong there. Like they look lost, and it was funny. I don't know exactly why Alex didn't go. I know that the tour that Dan watched them on couldn't have gone on unless Eddie went to rehab. So that's why Eddie couldn't show up for his own induction. But it would have been great to see him inducted because I would have wanted to hear what he had to say because it would have been something good.
Yes. Dope. What was the other one we were talking about?
Joan? You had 3, right?
Yeah, I did 3.
Oh, you did 3 already. Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, we're going to talk about Eddie, and not just the guitar, but the amplifier. We were going to talk about that.
Right. Yeah. This is for all of you that have seen our Undisputed best videos before, we always end it with one that we agree on, and we agree that he's just a total innovator, not only playing guitar, but also like the electronics of it, and like the tone and things like that. So yeah, what were you gonna say?
That he was just a musician that kind of like, just like, I'm gonna quote somebody, that he drove the amp, and it really does make sense. It wasn't about you watching him play guitar or just the notes coming out of the guitar. It was how the guitar spoke to the amp and how the amp sent out those tones for him. So he would literally like take apart his guitar, take apart amps and stuff like that, just to have a specific sound, like, you know, that he heard somewhere in there.
And you can still kind of tell, because like I'll listen to the first album from 78, 79, and like that guitar tone is still like amazing. Like, I still don't even know, like, if I was to try to get that guitar tone right now, with all the equipment that we have and all the pedals and all this shit, I don't even know where I would start. Right. Like, it just has such a great tone that he clearly put a lot of effort into that to get it. And it's really left a legacy just as big as his actual playing, I feel. Yeah. Because guitarists now, they're all about the tone. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's true. It's true. So, I don't know if it would have really been the same guitar culture if it wasn't for him. That's true. Yeah. I mean, such a great loss. Like, it's like still kind of shocking because, you know, I don't know, Eddie Van Halen was just always a youthful kind of guy, so you kind of really expected him to just be like 80 talking about his music and stuff like that, because he's like, he died younger than my mom. How the fuck does Keith Richards outlive him? Yeah, I can't believe Keith and Jimmy Page have outlived him.
It's insane. It's insane. Yeah, because I would think that like Jimmy Page and like Keith Richards would see him as a kid. Like, especially when he was just coming up. Oh, have you heard this kid, Eddie Van Halen? Like, I could see them saying that.
And Tony Iommi.
Right.
Like, all those people.
Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But, yeah, so obviously this is just kind of a tribute video. If you're like us, you respect Eddie Van Halen, all that he did for music, and we just kind of wanted to give him a tribute to just, you know, help his legacy live on. So we appreciate you watching. We're going to be giving you a lot more content in the near future, so check it out. I'm not going to do the typical self-promo stuff because this video is for Eddie. So I'm not going to tell you to listen to us. Just go listen to some Van Halen and you know, think about it. Mm-hmm. So thanks for watching. We're S.A.D After Dark, and we'll see you around.
Later.